Nicholas, after a long hiatus, we're back. How have you been?
I've been very good in the time
Very
since.
good.
I can't remember. I think December was the last we spoke, so that's our first time in speaking
Yes.
in 2026. Welcome to the new year.
Yeah.
New year of friendship on the way. How are you doing, more importantly?
That is more important. Happy New Year to you, since I haven't seen you. No, we see each other in non-areas of business and profit once in a
Sometimes,
while.
yeah.
I've been good. I actually haven't caught up with you in a while, in all
Right.
seriousness.
Right.
But I have
You've
no
got a new
updates.
Subaru hat on. That's kind of cool.
Well, Cold Cans is brought to you today by Subaru. Subaru Forester. Nick's first car that I remember. Subaru Outback.
I had a Forester.
You did. You drove around the country in a Forester. You
Yes,
moved out
I
here.
did. Traveling road show in my Forester.
Didn't you have a thing in that where you were camping in the Forester and you thought someone was outside the car? What was that
Yeah,
story?
it's one of the scary stories I tell. I might have told it on the podcast already.
Tell it again. I don't remember.
I was camping, I think, in Arkansas, like adjacent to the Ozarks area,
Yeah.
and tried to just park on some like state land, sleep in my car overnight, continue driving in the morning, sort of thing. I was getting in late. It was already dark. It was winter, so the sun wasn't up very late. And I don't, to this day, I don't know if it was a dream or if this actually happened. But at middle of the night, 3:00, I woke up in the car, popped my head out of my sleeping bag because I'm just sleeping like in the back of my car with the seats
Sure,
down.
sure.
And I thought I saw someone standing outside of my car looking at me. And I had the window cracked for like ventilation as well. And then I just rolled back over and went back to sleep because I think I was kind of out of it.
Well, and
so
you're
again,
kinda-
it could have been a dream. It could have been real, but they didn't do anything. So as
You
far
don't
as I
want to
could
see
tell,
fingers go through the cracks.
I didn't see
at
any
all.
fingers. Yeah,
Like too long fingers. Fingers that
Yeah.
are too long. Oh, that's
the fingers.
fucked up.
They're too long. That was my problem with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would have turned over, went back to sleep, and just thought, I can't face that. Either
Yeah, I
either
think my
kill
body
me-
did that. Right.
Either
Either-
that's an
yeah, I'm trying to
imagination or I want
sleep.
them to kill me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I'm not
ready
gonna
to go.
I'm not gonna go like open the door and be like, who's out there? That's insane. Wow, that's crazy. Well, anyway, Subaru hat here. I got it for free from a promotional period.
Love it. It's cool.
I like it. I want to get the patch off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was with our friend Daniel, mutual friend. We both got these, and
Well-
he had the idea to rip this patch off. So I'm
For
going to try
what?
to.
Just-
because it's a cool corduroy hat,
Oh,
but then it just says fucking Subaru on the front.
yeah,
Which
but
I
it.
don't need.
Yeah, I guess. But
I'm
it
not
kind
a
of.
Subaru brand ambassador. They're not paying me.
They gave you the hat.
Yeah, give me a hat. Let's stop. Let's tarry no further. Oh no, wait. You had another question. You asked, "Am I listening to something?" But then I told
Oh,
you to
yes.
save it.
Well, today, to date, the podcast is the day of Harry Styles' new album coming out. Have you listened?
I have not turned it on yet. I'm going to. I'm a hairy man. I love
Same.
Harry Styles,
Same.
but just didn't do it yet today. How about you?
Yeah, I listened once through earlier today. Got some good songs on there.
Sure. Once through is tough. You got to give it a couple laps.
Of course. I starred the ones that are whatever, added them to my list of like, I think I like that one, and then I'll go back and review and see what I like,
Yeah.
what sticks with me. I thought the Paint by Numbers song was really good. It's like emotional. I think it's pretty devastating. But
Wow.
there's good songs on there.
We should make songs, emotional, devastating songs.
That's right. We always mean to get around to doing that, but haven't quite done it.
Camping in Arkansas. The
Don't know what I
fingers.
just saw.
Yeah, see? We have the same type of ability as Harry.
Yeah, we do.
Camping in Arkansas. There's a man out there.
People love it when we sing. What's the
Well,
drink?
that's-
Let's get into it.
That's good that they do. This may not be over. Let's tarry no further.
Okay.
Today on the show, we bring back having a little bit of bourbon.
Wow.
Are you a bourbon man, Nicholas?
No, honestly, but
I have JP
I can drink
Trodden.
some with friends whenever they want.
Well, that's why I thought we'd bring some ice. 'Cause
JP Trodden.
You could either take it neat or with ice, but if you're not a bourbon man, I'm not like a diehard bourbon man, so ice is good for me.
Sure.
Because it dilutes it a little bit. But JP Trodden, he's right here on the back label.
Okay. What's his story?
Well, Grandpa Trodden, JP to his friends, Traversed Okanagan between U.S. and Canada, delivering mail around the Star Route. You've heard?
I have not.
Okay.
Star Route.
JP politely evaded the prohibitionists with his mailbag of letters and spirits. Today, grandson Mark handcrafts this fine bourbon in his honor. So
he was a bootlegger.
He was a bootlegger, and they admitted to it. Hopefully, there's no statute of limitations or the statute
There
of
is,
limitations is passed. So let's get into this thing.
That's fun. Okay, and where did you procure this fine bourbon?
Well, at my local PCC, community market. PCC, where the community markets.
What does PCC stand for?
People clubbing children.
Wow. I guess I gave you probably too much ice.
No, that's the right amount of ice.
Ice out.
Poor Cornish children. That's what it stands. I don't know what it stands for.
Got it. It's probably like Pacific
Community Co-op.
Co-op, probably.
Probably. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Wow, that's brown.
I should have made that. That would have made a delicious sound.
Cheers.
And I didn't put it on mic.
Yeah, that's okay. Right.
Cheers.
You're a mouth Foley artist.
I'm a mouth Foley. Ooh.
You've heard of Mick Foley.
Well, hey, my shirt.
Yes.
Stone Cold
If
Rock.
anyone's watching video and we released it, Joey's got a great shirt on.
Contemporary of Mick Foley. Two contemporaries of Mick Foley.
Sure.
WrestleMania 17. Great WrestleMania. Great
Nice.
WrestleMania. Limp Bizkit's My Way in the promo song.
I did it my
Yes.
way. I love that Limp Bizkit song.
Yeah, Fred Durst covered the old Blue Eyes. Hey, how do you like your first sips of JP Trodden?
I don't mind sipping whiskey. I truly don't. It's not something I go to often, which I think I'm a little self-conscious of, if I'm honest, because it's like an American thing, right? Bourbon is strictly an American thing.
Yeah.
And it feels like I should like it. And other people in my life, like my father-in-law loves bourbon.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of like, I'll drink it with him because he loves the good stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not something I go to very often.
Me neither. Part of it is that I'm coming around late in life, I guess, late. Like I'm an old man. But later in life, of my drinking life, I'm coming around to like drinking alcohol neat.
Sure.
Or just on the rocks like we're doing now. And I don't like whiskey mixers. Never did in my life.
Yeah, they're all kind of weird. Jack and Coke, I think, was usually fine by me, but otherwise,
I didn't even like that. If I'm
Right.
doing mixers like early when I didn't have any money or anything, I was in college. It was vodka based.
yeah.
So
Do you remember what I was drinking in college, though?
vodka water,
Whiskey waters.
whiskey.
We'd be at the plaza, and I was drinking, whiskey waters, which is, the whiskey was
Insane,
probably,
Nick.
the baddest of the bad quality. And
Rail
I was-
whiskey water?
Rail whiskey waters.
Why?
On ice, of course. I don't know. I
This
think I didn't
ongoing
want...
theme of masochism is why.
Yeah, probably. I am self-hating for sure. So I think that's part of it. That's probably the deepest part of it. And I think at the time too, I've always been cautious of like eating sugar or drinking sugar specifically. I think that was drilled into me as a kid. Like, don't drink sugary things. I never drank soda growing up.
But I thought
Very
you were
rarely.
like the Kool-Aid boy.
We did have that, but they make sugar-free Kool-Aid.
Oh, okay.
So it's not even, we weren't doing healthy things instead of the
Right.
sugar. It was like, aspartame based diet. But
Yeah.
so I think that's what led to me ordering whiskey waters. And it was gross. But
I vaguely remembered it. Didn't think you even had a rhyme or reason. I thought you were doing some Don Draper thing. So I was like, I don't know what he's doing over there.
Don Draper in a plastic cup in Plaza.
Yeah, having rail whiskey. It's good to know you had a reason that you were trying to avoid the sugary drinks.
If I'm pretending I'm in a therapy session right now, I think that's probably, those are the reasons.
Pretending.
Right. I did kind of bare my soul there. I don't know what's come over me.
Much like Harry in whatever that song was you said. Nine Paul. Paint by
By
numbers.
numbers. Yeah, it feels like it's a song about his One Direction days.
Ah, okay.
And I think, there are also some universal themes in there that we can all
like
relate
Universal
to.
City Walk, Universal Theme Park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's your theme park life been lately since the
Ooh.
last time we spoke?
Went to Tampa to Busch Gardens.
Wow.
where there is a famous roller coaster there, the Iron Gwazi, one of the best roller
Iron
coasters in
Gwazi.
the world. It's probably the best roller coaster in the world if you're
Wow.
asking enthusiasts. That's kind of the big reason I wanted to go there. Devin was going there for work, my wife, Devin, and visiting some family. And so we're like, we got to go to Busch Gardens. We got to ride Gwazi. We rode Gwazi. It's one of the best roller coasters.
Okay.
Freaking incredible. Best meaning not like the most intense thing you could do. There's more intense.
Sure.
It's just smooth and enjoy. It'd be one. It reminds me a little of like Ghost Rider at Knott's, which is just like pure enjoyment. It's not too rough on you. It's not too crazy. But at the end, you're just have been laughing for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I think it's like that, maybe a little bit. Well, definitely a little bit better. So
Nice. Okay.
That's
Is
the
it?
theme
It's.
park update.
Is it wooden? Like
No,
Ghost
so
Rider?
the original Gwazi was wooden. It was
Okay.
called Gwazi. And then RMC, Rocky Mountain Coasters, retrofitted the track to be Iron Gwazi. And it basically took the good parts of the track, they put steel on it, and it rides faster now. It's way smoother.
Got
It's
it.
fucking awesome.
How is Gwazi spelled, and what does that mean?
GWAZI. Probably slightly problematic.
Okay.
Jungle themed everything there. So like
Got it.
you'd get there was a tiger like mad at you. He's the Gwazi, I think, or maybe the Gwazi. Very unfortunately, was like a tribal person.
Got it. Okay.
So that was the theme.
Well, you won't dive too deep into that.
No, you
But I'm
don't
glad you
want to go
enjoyed
too
it.
deep
Yeah.
into any theme park theme. When you go a little bit deep, you usually go, "Oh, yikes!"
Yeah.
Some guy, some old like
Right.
white guy in the '60s came up with this theme, and then you look around, and you go, "Oh, yikes!"
Yeah.
That's
the
most
nostalgia. Yeah. Problematic nostalgia, basically. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tampa.
did.
Tampa, Florida.
I did. Tampa was a delight, to be honest. I don't like Florida
Move there.
very much. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I'll fucking move there then. And what did we drink when we were there?
Yeah. What did you
Great
drink when
beer
you were in
theme park.
Tampa?
Well, it was a great beer theme park.
Okay.
You can drink beer everywhere.
Fairly large craft brew scene, I believe, in Florida.
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were drinking tiki drinks on the,
Sure.
margaritas, mojitos. And then what else happened? I went to Oaxaca, Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I felt my first earthquake where it literally was shaking on a rooftop bar drinking a margarita. But they make good
wild.
mezcal. And
You had ordered your martini stirred, and then this happens.
Yes. As the evacuation orders are happening, I'm just staring down the bartender. I said stirred. And then the building started to
I'm
collapse.
not paying for this, and the building collapsed.
He was trying his best to like counter the shakes with his cup. He did a pretty good job.
Oh, okay. Well, then you should have tipped him, but you stiffed him.
Not in Mexico. You don't need to tip.
Oh, that's right.
And then we got out of there right before a bunch of cartel-based
Right.
violence, but like a week after we left. So we got lucky.
Yeah, truly.
We had friends, mutual friends. I won't say their name, but they were down there in Puerto Vallarta, stranded.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you off air who it was. I don't know
Yeah.
if they want people to know because they're listeners of the show. But they got out of there and they're safe.
Well, that's good.
So anyway, back to the bourbon. You're enjoying it?
And you were, yeah. No, it's like I like sipping on it. It's fine.
It's
I think,
smooth?
yeah. I'll probably throw the ice out after I finish this one just to see how I
neat.
like it, and so it stops
I
clinking
have
in the
some
mics.
variants planned.
Oh, you have
as well.
variants?
I have variants.
Like
Alts.
old fashioned. Oh, alts. Okay.
Yes. But I got to tell you, well, go ahead. You asked
I
me.
feel like I cut you off. What else were you drinking in Mexico? You had margaritas,
mezcal.
mezcal.
Their mezcal's like smoky, but not. I don't know how to say this because I'm not articulate enough to put it, but I find that mezcal can be almost off-puttingly smoky here at times.
Yeah.
Unless you have a really good one. But all the mezcal, like the table mezcals in Oaxaca,
Nice.
were all smooth.
Were you drinking it straight or with?
Often.
Okay, nice.
But they put in a margarita, and that's very
Yeah.
common too. Mezcal was like definitely like the drink you found. You go to a bar, and some of them didn't have beer or wine. It was just mezcal.
Nice.
Maybe some like gin or something else. But great place, Oaxaca.
Very
Loved
nice. Travel corner. I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I think around for some of the time you were in Mexico. Drank some Sazeracs. That's invented there. Other ones that I wanted to drink that were invented there that I didn't get to, a Ramos Gin Fizz, which is like a very complicated drink, apparently. Like it has to be shaken. When it's true to the recipe or the original recipe, it's shaken for like 3 minutes or something insane.
it. I should have ordered that in Oaxaca
And
on the rooftop. Go ahead.
I think, yeah, you should have.
I needed to sneak that in.
Thanks
That
for
was worth
coming
it.
back to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Yeah, what else do we have? Absinthe. Went to an absinthe bar.
What's your relationship with absinthe?
The first time I think I had it, our mutual friend Eric brought some back from, I don't even know where he was, somewhere in Eastern Europe or something.
Sure.
He bought a bottle of absinthe,
Of course he was.
brought it back in his suitcase, and we had it, and it was, they're always like very high proof. So this is, it was like 60% alcohol or something insane. Maybe not quite that much, but so I was sipping it that way. I had never done it the traditional way where you basically like, I think you put the absinthe in a glass. There's a special slotted spoon. They put a sugar cube on it, and then they drip like freezing cold water over the sugar cube, and then it dissolves into the absinthe. It turns it like a cloudy green color. The cold water
fun.
does that. And so in New Orleans was the first time I had it like that. But it was funny because it's a bar, like it's on Bourbon Street, very busy bar. So what they do is they put the absinthe in the glass, slotted spoon, sugar cube. They set the sugar cube on fire, and then they have like a squeeze bottle of cold water that they spray over
your
it.
face?
So singe. You'll notice my eyebrows are a little singed.
Okay, so they spray the cold
Just
water
to speed it up.
Ah.
Like they can't wait for the water to drip over the sugar cube if they're trying to whip drinks out
I see.
behind the bar.
Wow.
We
But yet
did-
they still had to do the old style. They're trying to go fast, but they wanted to do this.
Well, they wanted there to be flair around it, right? And I mean, the absinthe drinks were like $30 for one.
head turners where people turn in heads when one got ordered.
Of
Love that.
course.
Love a head
It's like
turner
the
order.
fajita platter for sure.
Yes.
We did 2 absinthe drinks at the absinthe bar, though. That was too much. We also got it. It was called like a green. I don't even something. It was like it had cream in it, and it was like a shamrock shake type, but with absinthe in it, and it was good, but it was too much.
Well, we have another cream-based green experience coming up later on this
That's right.
show.
That's right. Joey's. This is a huge overlap for you, by the way, in Marvel Universe.
Well, let's get to it when we get to it, but I'm very excited. My relationship with absinthe is absent.
Like my father.
Oh,
No,
Nicholas.
I'm kidding. That's not true at all.
It's not true.
But that was worth the joke. Thank you.
I'm going to pour another one, little glass. I think I didn't pour enough. That was one of my issues. Man.
Pour me.
You
Don't you want to just listen to country music when you're sipping some bourbon?
Yeah, on a porch in the summer.
Yeah.
But it
That
also
seems
works as a winter
situational.
warmer, I think.
Of course. Oh, yeah. I think that's the classic way to do it.
But sitting on a back porch as the sun goes down is getting a little chillier.
Yes.
Listening to, who is that?
I don't know who sings that one. Pour
Sean
me, the drink.
Combs? Sean
Probably,
P. Diddy Combs?
Yeah. Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Well,
Luke P. Diddy Combs, I guess, would be funnier. Yeah.
P. Diddy Combs. We,
Aged a minimum of 3 years. This one. I don't know. You might have already said that, but
Well-
I just wanted to see the bottle. It's cool. Handcrafted in Maltby, Washington.
yeah.
Where
so
is
it
Maltby?
It's Yokel. No
Somewhere
idea.
in Central.
Given that Grandpappy was smuggling in booze from Canada and Okanagan, it's got to be North Central,
sure.
I would
Sure.
guess.
Yep.
Now, it's interesting you brought up country music because I had an interesting story at the PCC when I was buying this. Because you might recall, we've already sat around and drank bourbon on this podcast before. And
Is that part of the joke, or did we actually
What
like
joke?
the
What are
RTDs?
you talking about?
Because we did the RTD old fashions. Those had bourbon in them. But anyway, please.
Well, that's exactly what I was worried about.
Got
is
it.
that it wasn't that long ago. We have spaced these podcasts out because we're very busy men. And but listeners might have listened to them back to back to back or what have you. And we've done RTDs recently enough that I was thinking like it's too soon. I don't think we're ready to do it again. I'm not ready to like sit down and have bourbon with you again.
Right.
And I'm standing there debating this, and I shook my head. And
Where were you?
PCC
At the PCC.
an hour or so ago,
Oh, wow.
and I put my Subaru hat on. I said, "Well, I guess I'll just go home then," because not only do I remember we've done it recently, I can't even remember what episode we did it on. So
Okay.
like I'm not even confident, and my whole confidence was shot. I was going to text you and say like, "Let's just call the whole damn thing off." 'Cause-
Wouldn't be the first time.
yeah, well, it's mostly due to reasons like this. And I get a tap on my shoulder. And I'm like...
People are
"Don't-"
always approaching you at the
And I'm like,
PCC.
well, yeah, and I didn't want to be, excuse my French on the podcast, but I didn't want to be fucked around with today. So that's what I said. I said, I don't want to be fucked around with today. It's Dave Grohl.
No.
He's standing there with me.
Seattle legend Dave Grohl.
And he's like, what's on your mind, Joey? And I said, I just don't think we should be doing bourbon again. We've done it recently. I can't even remember what episode we did it. And he gives me a sly little grin. And he says, boys, and his bandmates, the Foo Fighters, come out. They're in the little bread aisle around the whiskey thing. And he's like, I think I can help you out. So if you want, I'll play this clip that I took.
They performed right there
in
the grocery store. Food Fighters.
Yes. Well, honestly, the PCC staff was getting pissed. They're like, your band name's too close to something that could go very poorly in a grocery store. And he's like, don't worry about it. You know how he sounds. Don't worry about it. So then he took this risk doing this live, but he did it, and I recorded it, and this is what happened. So if any like weird hiccups or anything happen, I mean, I of course know
literal
what happens
hiccups
in this recording. Yeah, you'll know that he did it live, so maybe that's why. But anyway, this is what he said to me. A million podcasts away, your signal in the distance, to whom it may concern. I think I lost my way. You're getting good at starting over every time that I return as a listener. Bourbon with Nick again. I believe you waited long enough for you to begin. Bourbon with Nick again. Can't you see you've waited long enough for you to begin? Do you remember the days you built this fucking podcast and sat and listened to it? I think I've found my place. Can't you feel it growing stronger? Little listeners. Bourbon with Nick again. I believe you waited long enough to begin. Bourbon with Nick again. Wow. I believe you waited long enough. But when do you begin? Now. For the very first time, don't you pay no mind? When was it? When did you do? You kept alive a moment at a time, but still inside. When did you record the sacrifice, the knowing to survive, the first decline, another state of mind? I'm on my knees, I'm praying for a sign. And when was it? When was it? 139. 139. Episode 139. I'm on my knees. Wow. I'm never gonna die. I'm dancing on my grave. It was 139. Forever, whenever. It was 139. I never wanna leave. I'll never say goodbye. As a listener, 139. 139. It was 139. Bourbon with Nick again. I've answered your question. It was 139. Goodbye.
Yes.
I can't believe for a while there.
Yeah, I can't believe they listened to the podcast and knew the order of our episodes.
Well, he helped me out a lot, and he gave me the confidence to realize 139 was so long ago, the RTD old fashions.
Because, of course, now we're on
59.
Of course.
Of course.
No, that was really cool that you ran into them.
His voice broke a couple of times. He wasn't quite sure what key or what pitch to reach for a couple of different times, which surprised me, to be honest.
That was never his strongest suit.
Well, usually he had that like Nirvana kind of raspy, but he didn't seem to have that range.
That's okay.
When he practiced it earlier in the house that day and he actually tried that, he ended up in a coughing fit, is what he told me.
Oh, no.
And so then he was wondering if he was even going to do this in the store.
Got it.
He did. He had the courage.
That's good. Thank you for bringing that to the podcast. And
Yeah, no problem.
so it was 139 so long ago. Mm-hmm. That was like the original reboot of the format, I think. Right? Was the RTD?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, Dave reminded me of that too. I just forgot till now.
Yeah.
And honestly, what's weird too is that he went for 3 full minutes. Couldn't he have just started it like a minute in? But he didn't.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
to
yeah,
Dave, of course
I wouldn't have
stand there
said
and say anything to
No.
Dave Grohl.
I would have sat there silently, like I did just now, and just sort of been like, okay,
it's still going to keep going, isn't it?
Okay.
But he did his thing. What are you going to say?
Right. Next one, you're learning to read the room. You could do as well.
Yeah, and like understand a listener base, what they're willing to tolerate. But the thing that was interesting is that it took him that long to remember that it was episode 139.
Right.
That
when he's doing it off the dome, he's kind of trying to, kick his own memory into gear
again.
Yeah.
The 139. Yeah.
Yes.
He got it. So anyway, I thought that was cool.
I think that's very cool.
It was about an hour ago, 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow. I wonder if there are any influencers there as well to share this. Selfie,
my local PCC?
selfie view with their head in it, with Dave Grohl in the background
you could see
jamming.
the staff, kind of getting into it, which is bullshit because like 5 minutes prior, they're like
trying to kick him
band
out.
Sounds like the Food Fighters.
That's right. Yeah.
But hey, then Dave gave me one last suggestion before he left. He played another 3-minute song. No, he said try pairing it with rich dark chocolate.
Wow.
Because I think that'd be like, again, this winter warmer.
I think it's a great idea.
Pure decadence.
I have another story involving our mutual friend Eric.
Okay, go ahead.
10 years ago, on our he and I did a road trip that ended up in Tijuana, Mexico. But anyway, one of the first stops was in Portland. Yeah, it was very fun. Portland, Oregon. He had family there. His uncle, I think, is also into whiskey, bourbon, scotch. And he did this thing. He had these pink Himalayan salt shot glasses. Thank you. Joey's breaking me off some chocolate. And the thing he did, and I think this is like a thing people do, shot glasses, melted chocolate on the rim of them, and then put scotch in it. And then you're supposed to you're supposed to drink it pretty quickly because the scotch will dissolve the salt.
Sure.
If you don't. But then you get that mixture of salted chocolate with the scotch. It was delicious. Yeah,
never heard of that.
So thank you for this. It was a nice chocolate bar here. So you're gonna bite it, chew it, then sip.
Bite, chew, sip. That order.
I threw the ice out of mine, by the way, so I'm just drinking it neat.
Okay, we'll contrast them, not compare. Oh yeah, come on. Come on.
It's good. And this is a dark chocolate.
Which is what Dave said. Do that on purpose because there's a bitterness to it.
It's good. It's very good. This reminds me so much of I don't know if we've talked about this on Cold Cans, but brandy beans around the holidays. Did I make you have any brandy beans?
You brought a little Ziploc bag of...
Yeah. We did them on the gin episode that I messed up the reveal of.
Yeah.
We ate some on there. This is what that reminds me of, for obvious reasons. Like, those are chocolate and brandy, but yeah, very good. I like that a lot.
Spot on. But with this bourbon, it complements the bitters of a dark chocolate so freaking well. Ooh, I like this a lot.
It's good. It's very good. Yeah, the brandy beans are more, because I think it's milk chocolate on the brandy beans, and so it's just more of a sweetness. This is more complex flavor for sure.
Which is why the pairing with bourbon.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, and appreciate your listenership. You could stand to plug us once in a while or something. He's got a huge social following.
Well, he's kind of been on thin ice, I think. Some things in his personal life.
I know things haven't. I wasn't going to bring that up in the middle of.
Of course not. We're not our
he's giving me
mistakes.
advice.
Our mistakes do not make up our entire
Right.
being and existence.
Like recording 3 full minutes of a song.
Right.
In the middle
Huge mistake.
right. But we are not
Yet
our
we're
mistakes.
not.
So there's that.
We're not only our mistakes, I should say.
Yeah. But we are certainly. Our mistakes are definitely part of us.
Yes.
Nick, you had another food-based segment. I think we should go right to it.
Let's go right to it. This is a messed up thing. Is there a new Marvel movie coming out, or why are they doing this?
The end of 2026.
Okay. The end of this year is
Avengers.
Doom.
The one with Dr. Doom.
Got
with,
it. Robert Downey Jr.
I was going to say Robert Redford. Hopefully not Robert Redford. Robert Downey Jr.
CGI Robert Redford as Dr. Doom. So they released Oreos. Nabisco, and Mondelez will whore this out to anybody. They did 4 different versions. What I think I found was 3 of them are just different cookie designs, but they're the same.
Which is a
cream.
classic Nabisco Gambit.
Yes, different cookie designs. Collect them all.
Collect them all. Gambit is a X-Men.
That's
guy.
right. Also part of Marvel, right?
Now canonically part of Marvel's
Right.
cinematic universe. Right. Nick, continue.
The MCU, thank you. So one of 4 special edition is called Oreo Stuff of Legends. Power up, save the universe, it says. Throw that on the video there. And the big sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Gimmick is color-changing cream. CREME.
Creme.
So because it contains no dairy, they legally can't call it CREAM. And in this one of 4, this is same great taste. So the taste is exactly the same
It's
as a
the
normal
same great
Oreo.
taste, too.
Yes.
Which I actually don't associate with the Oreo. But that's good.
But they're taking some leaps there. And this has 4. There are 4 special edition packs. One is Fantastic Four, one is the Avengers, one is X-Men, one is Spider-Man.
What do you have in your hand?
I believe this is the Avengers
Yeah, it's got all of them on there.
because it's one of 4. It doesn't say.
But it's got like Venom and
right.
Storm.
32 unique cookie designs available.
No, this is X-Men. Storm, Torch on the top.
But the Hulk is on there.
Oh, the Hulk's on there. I don't know
And
what
Venom.
the fuck is going on.
I
don't think their marketing department thought anybody'd look this far into this.
That's probably the problem, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's true of both of these. I have another one for you. I almost bought all 4, and then I was like, what am I doing?
Collecting them all is what you're doing.
So
So explain what the Gambit is here.
the color-changing cream is the main.
And how does the color, the crim, change?
That's a great question. They want you to lick it for the color to change. Now, in this one in particular, if you want to take one out of there, see who your design is, too. They're all different.
My design is the Scarlet Witch, Wanda herself.
Another one. So that was the one I got when I did my whole thing.
Did you put that one back?
I put it back, yeah. Who do you think that is? Cyclops?
It could be Cyclops, could be Doc Ock,
Yeah, could be because there's like a web behind him or something.
but this is the Scarlet Witch. I see
So
her
yeah,
tiara.
hold it up a little higher. Show the people not that high. Joey.
This is her tiara. And here is this sort of gray,
Yeah. The cream is the weirdest, like
and they save some money on the color changing technology by leaving the middle uncolored.
here's my thought on this. So it's white cream in the middle of a gray field.
And it's
And
gray cream around.
a white sun on a gray field.
Yes.
And
Beautiful.
I think yes, it's gorgeous. And when you lick it, I think they left it white because when you lick it, it makes the white more obvious that the color is changing.
White is the collection of all color. Okay, I will lick it.
Is that true? Joey's licking it.
It has changed blue.
It does. It is blue now. So there's some weird moisture activated crystals in there.
And like this just
Hold that
looks
up.
like something
Oh.
that you would see, like you got people in your life that, or maybe you have like 4 or 5-year-old kids, and they get these, and you make the mistake of teaching them that if you lick it, it changes colors.
Yeah.
And now like this cookie is just sitting on the counter of the kitchen,
Right.
3 hours after
Never
you were doing
finished.
that, and it's
Yes.
like, oh God, and
Yes.
the kid was changing the colors. That's what this reminds me of. But it is indeed blue. Now, the
Yeah,
cookie
it
is
did.
blue.
Right. It changed blue. And the taste, same great taste. Now, how does that pair with the bourbon?
Oh, let's see. Because the creme with the bourbon is a classic combination.
I would think, yeah, the chocolate cookie, I mean, it probably pairs decently well.
It is nasty business.
Got it.
The creme is nasty business.
Too much.
The chocolate is fine. It's just like a fucking bomb of sugar.
That's fair.
And then like this refined bourbon.
Right. And these aren't marketed as such, but I think these are double stuff quantity.
Well, no, Nick, no. The stuff of legends. STUF.
Right.
So it's
But
legendary stuff.
Sure. Well, we have another one for you to sit through. 4 of 4 stuff of doom. We have Dr. Doom on here. It's green. And allegedly this cream changes from pitch black to green. I couldn't get it to happen.
I love a pitch black cream.
And on the back of this one it says, lick the cream, unleash a twist of power. And now, here's what's a little bit different about this one. The creme tastes like chocolate grams and toasted marshmallow for some reason.
Don't try to say creme. You don't have to say creme. I don't.
It is funny when you're typing it on a phone to someone because it autocorrects it with a accent mark over the middle E because it's like thinking it's French or something.
Creme.
You're like, no, I'm talking about the furthest thing from
Nestle's
French
Oreo creme.
fineness.
Dr. Doom himself.
Yeah, I think he's on all of them.
Which I would collect.
Yeah.
And then as Nick pointed out, a black creme.
Oh, pitiful. Nabisco's fallen. Your tongue is also, completely blue. I sent Joey, and now it's black.
This changed nothing at all.
Right? It doesn't change.
Because it's already black. How would it change to green?
It doesn't seem
picture
possible.
Makes it look like it's irradiated green, which
it does.
I don't want to eat.
Right. Like it's going to start emitting light. That one's a dud. That
sucks.
Doom is a dud. I'm going to pour some more bourbon because, and I think that's always the problem. I have a story about drinking too much bourbon as well. I did a Christmas in San Diego with my wife's family.
Yeah.
Her father, my father-in-law, and I were making food for the day, and we bought in the morning. We went to the Walmart Supercenter, closest grocery store to where we were in San Diego, and it was her grandfather's 80th birthday. That's why we were gathering there. And we got a bottle of bourbon in the morning. We were making stuff all day, and we finished the bottle of bourbon together, like a 750 milliliter. Whew. An insane thing to do.
Yeah, it's a lot
insane
of
with any liquor especially, but I ascribe to the philosophy that like different liquors affect you differently, and I think whiskey is one that really hits me hard.
No doubt.
So insane thing to do, but powered through it, had some weird conversations with extended family members. One of the things I remember, I shouldn't even say this, but my brain on a half bottle of bourbon transposed the word prurient for relevant, and prurient means like relating to like sexual things or like I think that's it. Yeah, relating to sexual things. And I was just talking to some guy I had just met that day about this. I was like, yeah, this podcast I listen to, I love it. It sort of talks about like prurient topics. And then
that could have sounded like a drunk guy slurring.
It could have. But I had to I was like, what did I say? Oh, prurient. Jeez. I meant relevant. So bourbon makes my brain do weird things. But here I am with you doing only sane things.
Hey, one time stone sober at work, I didn't realize refractory period. I didn't realize it meant only what that.
Does it only mean that?
It doesn't mean anything besides that.
I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought what you.
Well, I used it in common parlance, and most people were fine, and one person went like.
Their eyes darted at you.
And because of that look, I later Googled it and went, oh my God. And like, this was years ago, but I like melted into a fucking puddle because I said,
I was in a meeting.
I basically was like, it needs, I don't know why I didn't just say it needs a cool down. Like, I was like, it needs to reset, so it needs to take time. And it's just, it needs a refractory period.
Now you're the refractory guy at work.
Yeah, that probably. Before you get into that bourbon,
oh my
take
goodness,
a bit of a refractory period here at yourself. Okay, I don't need. This was totally a twist on.
Joey did this whole thing making me get on my hands and knees and search for a bottle or a bottle opener.
I was standing behind Nick licking Boom cookies. Like, yeah, just a
He
little
was.
further back there.
He was.
And Nick's like, why would it be in the back of my bottom covers? It's way back there.
And why are my pants off?
Yeah, and I was like, you know.
You said awesome sauce. Reach further.
Yeah, and then we both looked right into the camera and winked. Here's a cocktail
What
that Dave
is
told me
this?
to try. This is an organic lemon sparkling flavored beverage.
Okay.
We are going to mix it with bourbon.
Okay.
Now, I want to
So
do
like
most
a
parts
room
bourbon.
temperature toddy.
Yep.
So, okay. And this is like a lemon, like Italian lemon soda or something? Is there
Yep.
any carbonation in this?
Yes, it's sparkling,
It is sparkling.
but it's probably not going to be too intense. And you give that a little shake in there, and let me know what you think.
I wonder if you can hear my dog barking on the mic. If so, she's okay.
She's okay, we promise.
She just hates traffic.
A little subtle, maybe needs a little more, huh? We did almost 1-to-1 there.
I think it's nice though. I mean, I don't think you want to totally mask the bourbon because, like you said, this is it's a nice bourbon.
So this is a drink that
It's
is
good.
apparently completely exploding through the country of Italy. They have lemons. They don't have bourbon and whiskey. They don't like bourbon and whiskey.
Right.
But the youth, the young ones, the people who like cocktail bars, are discovering this and they're making this. And it doesn't even have a name. It's
Interesting.
just bourbon lemonade. But specifically, you can make bourbon lemonade as well. But specifically, bourbon with a sparkling lemonade is this cocktail. I don't think it's much of anything, though, on first drink. But my taste was a shot from that fucking Doom cookie that I was eating. So
Yeah, you're
going to be a better
doomed from the
judge.
start. I think it's nice, honestly. I mean, it's like I wonder what their ratio is because I could see
I
you
read 1-to-1.
really okay. So they are like still hitting it pretty hard.
Yeah, it's in a. You're going to put it in a little, tiny
Tumbler.
daiquiri.
Yeah,
glass
okay.
or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean it's good. It is good. It is like not even barely diluted. Like the flavor of the bourbon is like very neutralized. I think because of the
Maybe that's it.
the acid, right?
Cuts some of the
Right.
bitterness, but it's a good bourbon.
But then why drink bourbon with it? I guess is the question. But,
Well, to be fair, it was whiskey, is what I saw online. Whiskey lemonade. But then, like reading more about it, the original drink. So the thing that was viral that I read about is whiskey lemonade.
Okay.
The original, very popular, common drink from like the South is bourbon lemonade. And then there's like this sparkling
America
lemonade
South,
variant.
you mean?
Yeah, American South.
Okay.
sorry. But then in Italy, they're drinking whiskey lemonades. Maybe they just don't have a lot of bourbon.
Probably not, right? Yeah,
Right.
it's probably like expensive. Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's good, and obviously, like if this was ice cold too, it would be just like such a nice sipper.
Yeah, I didn't. The ice is.
No,
gone.
it's not your
It is
fault.
what
It's
it
not
is.
your fault. But I'm saying I can see how this would be good.
It's
We
all
have
my fault.
Galvanine.
It's,
Okay, 37 grams of sugar. So it's it's like a soda essentially, like a lemon soda.
lemon soda, yeah. Sparkling
Nice.
lemonade is what I read, and then that's the closest approximation I could find for sparkling
Product
lemonade.
of it. I mean, this seems product of Italy.
Italia. That's all I have. Pour me a little bit more. I met Dave Grohl.
Yes,
That's all I have. That's all I have to say.
this was fun. I think we're back on the wagon in the
God.
best way possible.
We had good chocolate. It mixes well with bourbon. You like bourbon neat? You confirmed? You recommend this to the listeners? Your neat bourbon you had?
If you're a bourbon guy, you'll drink it neat. If you're not, I think it's okay to skip. There's many
Sure.
options.
I think if you're not a bourbon guy, put it on the rocks because it'll dilute it and maybe
course.
it will be your little foot in the door to liking bourbon. I'm willing to try more bourbon. I have this bottle now. Maybe we'll drink the whole thing. Who knows? Well,
We could make Christmas dinner and drink this whole thing together.
and
We'd have kind of a prurient night.
and the Italian lemonade sparkling drink. Fine. Didn't take me by storm though. But again, my taste buds are completely shot
Sure.
because of the
God, I wish I knew more of the X-Men. It didn't take you by storm, but it did. Is there
take
another?
you by beast.
Well said.